Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday. It's about almost 7 a.m. and I'm just going to take you along with the day and show you what's going on. Today we have to pick up 2 cars from a online estate auction. So we've got the 40-footer ready to go. But first off, we've got to meet 2 people to sell some cars. So I'll take you along on the ride and we'll see how today goes. All right, so I just met this guy here. He was thinking about buying this car. I thought he was going to this morning. We're gonna load it up, but he ended up not buying it. I mean, I told him what was going on in the ad and everything. The deck lid was gone, so he really wanted the deck lid. But he did buy. Had the bumper, the front and rear bumpers for it. They both had small little imperfections, and I had 2 14 wheels with some junky tires on them that I sold him for all that for $250, $100 a piece on the bumpers and $25 each for the wheels. Good deal for him. But while I was down here, I went ahead and pulled the gauge cluster and radio and all the switches and the bezel out, because the bezel's good. Factory radio bezel. You guys know those are expensive. Those are like, if you can find brand new, they're $350, and they're reman. A used one, you get lucky to get one for like $200, $250. And then I grabbed some parts that some other guys are wanting. I've just been parting this out. I was gonna let the guy have the rest of it, but for a decent price. So I'll just keep selling parts off of it. This car's been, if you watch the video, we paid $500. We had about $550 in this car. This car has been totally paid for and parts sold. So we'll just keep selling parts off of it. And yeah. All right, guys. Well, I got to get back to Lexington because I'm meeting a person on a Triumph that I've had for a minute that we got for free in some videos a couple videos ago. This is stuff we're taking back with the seat belts guy wants. That's just a new deck lid. That's my dad's. And the cluster. All right, let's get back. All right, I just met with the guy on the Triumph, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook in the tilt trailer with the winch on here. I'm gonna drag the Triumph on the trailer, and then we're gonna do one trailer to another onto his trailer. All right, guys, there's another one gone, trailer to trailer. So now I'm going to drop this trailer off and gonna hook up the 40 footer, and we're gonna go to this auction that I bought some cars at. Let's see what we got. All right, we're loaded up with the 40 footer, and we're going to get a 68 Chevelle and an 80s Cutlass.
Holly Hill Drive.
All right, so just got here. Everybody's loading up. It's just load up day. It was all online. This truck wasn't for sale. That little Buick back there, that sold 4-door. It was like 400 bucks. Thought about buying it, but don't need that. This car wasn't for sale. That car wasn't for sale. Those would have been some nice ones to pick up. But my cars that we bought are up here, so I'll go up here and see. I had to use the restroom back here before I pay and everything. Got this little 5 window sitting on some kind of frame. This sold for pretty big money. I mean, well, I thought it was a lot because it's not even a solid cab. I think this sold for like 900 bucks, no title. But we bought this. I'm gonna go and just pay for these, and then we'll look over them. All right, got them paid for. No title on this car. There will be a title on the Chevelle. It didn't say there was no title on this, but they listed it as just an 80s Buick, so I figured there wasn't a title on it. So, see if we can get into it. Yep, okay, that's good. Honestly, for what this car is, I don't know if, I mean, these 80s Cutlasses, they're usually completely stripped. Let's see. The frame's damn good on this car. I think this was a good buy. I think this was a pretty solid little Buick. I didn't know. Nobody bid on it. Got this for $550. And yeah, I think $550. It's not even a Buick. It's an Oldsmobile. It's a Cutlass. I don't know why I keep calling it a Buick. Yeah. We'll see. Okay, we'll worry about that later. Get this door open on this side, hopefully, and we'll be able to steer it up on the trailer. I'm gonna swing around, and I think we're gonna load this one first. But let's go up here and let's check out the Chevelle. This short bed Chevy here, I think it sold for like 22 or something. There's a 10% buyer premium on all these cars. Here is a Chevelle I bought that I probably paid too much for, but it does have an interior in it, sort of. You know, it's mine now, so not much you can do. Bought this car sight unseen. Bought both of them sight unseen. Yeah. Let's see if the frame's any good on it. Frame's not rotted out. Yeah, it's got a 10 bolt. Okay. All right, well, it is rougher than a box of rocks. Let's get it loaded up.
But I'm gonna get up on there now. Well, this one might be worth getting a title for. Yeah.
Heck yeah. I like that car, man.
It's not bad.
No. Yeah.
It, it's fine. It don't really matter. I'll get it up there.
I do have an air tank up there.
I appreciate it, but I think it'll go up.
Okay. You've done this one.
I've done it a couple times. All right, there we go. We got the 68 on. We've got the mystery Oldsmobile. I haven't looked at the year yet. Got the hood strapped down. Ain't going nowhere. Got the car all strapped down. Got these junky fenders and grill assembly for the Chevelle in the bed. Those are pretty much garbage, but there we go. Okay guys, just got home, got it in the driveway here, and we're gonna look over what we got. I am pretty happy with the Cutlass, I believe. I haven't looked at it really yet, but so we got a tiny rust in the door there. The rockers are solid. That door rust a little bit. The quarters are nice and solid. And just like when we looked, the frame rail, a lot of these frame rails rot out on these cars. And this car looks pretty good. It's got, okay, so there's a little bit right there. I mean, that's very minimal rust in this car. Doesn't sound like it's been bondoed up. It's got these aluminum centerline wheels here. Oh. Let's get in here and see what we got going on. Okay, so we got some gauges, some Bosch gauges, box. Got the key to it. Maybe we can get in the trunk. Cutlass Supreme. It looks like it was a white car. Factory. It was white. Yep. Okay. All kinds of goodies. Just engine stuff. Engine cover, spark plugs, the fan shroud. That goes in the interior. But you can look here, the trunk pan, where the spare tire sits, which is always rotted out on a lot of cars. That one's good. Yeah, overall this car seems to be pretty dang nice. This trunk lid is silver. It has very weird rust right there. That's pretty strange. This door doesn't open. Yep, that's okay. It says it's got 45,000 miles on it. Bolts. I mean, somebody pulled the engine out and transmission. I don't know what it had in it. Let's look at these floors though. Okay, floors look good. Let me put the better view on. Floors are really solid in this car. Still got the full exhaust in it. The wiring harness is still in there. We'll get the hood open here in a second. Yeah, let's go ahead and try that. Oh. Okay. Now this hood doesn't have the hinges on it, or they're not bolted on or something. Oh, but it's... Oh. Okay, they're just not bolted on. Here she is. It's got a harness in it. What is going on here? Is that? I'm not sure. Okay. Is that a factory computer for this car? Or was this thing swapped? This have like an LS in it. I can't tell right now. Usually don't buy G-bodies. Not that I don't like them. It's just I don't usually buy them. The hood's in pretty good shape. I don't know. Those don't look like... I don't know. We'll look into that in a minute. This hood's kind of heavy. Oh, gosh. Okay, I don't know what year it is still. And I don't know where the trim tag is on these. But I'll figure that out shortly. But that's not a bad car. We're going to move on to the car that I'm not too happy about. Which usually is crazy. A 68 Chevelle, how can you not be happy about it? Well, we kind of just bought the name here. That's what it feels like. I bought the doors open and close surprisingly well for how rusty this car is. Okay, so I knew it was rusty, and this doesn't matter to me. The floor's being rotted out, that's fine. On these cars, they make full floors. The quarters, I don't care about. The rockers, yeah, that one will make it. That one makes the cut. The doors being rusty doesn't really matter. Even right here, that's a kind of a rough area. I wouldn't enjoy fixing, but still not the biggest deal. Sold plenty of them with that rusted. One of the areas that does kind of is a shame is the trunk pan supports are rusted out. And like where the body mounts hook on. So, I mean, that's rough. They make all this new though. So, it's not the end of the world. This being rusted up here, you know, it's another one of those, if you replace the quarters, you're going to replace up to there. And this, they make this too. It's a lot, but this car will have a title. A title is coming in the mail for this car this month at some point. It does got some nice wheels on it. I think they're pretty good, you know. We're looking at positives here. There, you know, little Bondo. It's okay. I didn't bring my magnet. I'm just joking. This rocker it probably was fine until someone hit it with something. You can repair that. This is the area that's pretty rough. This whole section here is pretty rotted into the firewall area. I wouldn't want to fix it, but it's a 68 Chevelle. I know I'm a little wild. I'm wild about these cars. I love Novas and Chevelles. So I'll buy them rough. Here's our tag. Not an SS car or anything. Get that. There you go. You can run the numbers on it if you want to. And then it's got the VIN. Got a VIN. We got a trim tag. We've got a title on the way. Let's see. Above the window, a little bit of rust right there. You can see, surprisingly, not the worst I've seen. Yeah, I've seen worse. It does have some interior in it, which, if you know anything about, I mean, if you buy these type of cars with giant holes in the floor, you often aren't going to get interiors. Just the way it goes. It was an automatic. It's got like a Trans Am steering wheel on it, I believe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this stuff cleared out of it, and we'll see what the interior looks like. I mean, the tail lights are broken. I mean, it is a quality unit I bought here. Is the rear bumper good? Let's see. Wow, that's a good rear bumper. Nice. Needs a tail light panel, needs quarters, needs this panel, whatever that's called. It needs doors or doors repaired. It needs fenders, it needs a hood. It needs this worked on both sides. Needs floor pans, needs trunk pans. Yeah, it's got a roof on it. That is what we're working with, guys. So I'm going to pull all this junk out of here, show you what I got. I'm gonna figure out what year the Cutlass is. I'm gonna list them up for sale. But right there, what you see, I went a little high on my estimates of how much fuel. I just said this was about an hour away to go get these two. I just threw at $20 a piece on fuel to add on. So I've got $630 in the Cutlass, no title. This one hurts a little bit. I've got $1,530 in the Chevelle. Title will be here this month. So I've got about $2,150 worth of cars on that trailer. Drop in the comments down below, would you guys give $2,150 for what you see here? I think if I got a title for the Cutlass, which I can, it cost me a little bit and it'll take a little time. I think the Cutlass is probably worth what we paid for both. I think the Cutlass is actually surprisingly solid. I'll probably give someone a good deal on it with no title just to get it moved. Because if you guys know how I am, I like fast flips and I'm running on limited space right now. I am moving, so I will have more space here soon. But right now I am on limited space. And this car here, actually, I don't know if I said that, but this car was white, factory white. They're both factory white cars. So the frame, I didn't talk about it, but it is actually, it's a little scaly back here. And like, there's no big rust holes through. You know, I don't play around. I'm not trying to hide anything. Obviously, when I sell this, someone will come look at it and they will determine if they want to start a big project. But I would say this has a good frame. This frame is very repairable. The small spots that it would need repaired. If you deal with these Chevelles, then you know that the back half of those frames, they rot off really bad, and you'll get some rot in the front frame horns too. Pretty rough, and this one, it's all there. This car rolls and steers really good. Okay, and I think the front glass is cracked. All the glass on this side's good. The back glass is good. And I rolled that window down to know it was good. So yeah, we got good glass all the way around. So look at that, the doors close great. All right, I'm gonna get all this stuff out of here and we'll see what we're dealing with. Okay, so I checked the VIN and this is an 86 Cutlass. I'm sure you G-Body guys already knew that, but it's an 86 Cutlass. So that's that. Now I'm gonna get into this car. Oh yeah, and that ECM in there, it looks like, I looked up the numbers on it, it looks like it's from a 4.3 out of like an S10 or something. So maybe that's what this had in it. But it also, those numbers cross with the 5.7, I think. So I'm not sure. It had definitely some kind of newer engine than it came with originally. All right, let's see what we got in here. Don't hold your breath for anything that great. We've got a door panel. Nice. kick panel pieces. Fan shroud, radiator top area. And some plastic B-pillar trims. I think those go up on the ceiling. Goes around the back glass area. That's the trim that goes around the front bottom area, like the front windshield, like the cow. You've got a bunch of the window trim. That's good. Another piece of window trim, an extra lower kick down. Bunch of extra panels there. All the windshield chrome, that's pretty good. And the back glass chrome. What is that? A-pillar padding, I believe. More window chrome. Wow. Horrible shaped deck lid. Oh. It'll be fine. See, we got the front bumper here. It's actually usable. Yeah, I don't even have too many dents in it. Another rear door panel, if that's what you want to call it. That's the fan shroud. The other piece just goes on the top. More interior. I'll show you this. This here is the bottom part. You see that? That's the bottom part of the fender that someone had done an old repair on and bonded over it. That's beautiful. Nice. Some trim, some broken pieces. A rear view mirror. Got the seat. More trim. Kick down cable for the transmission. More trim. We got headlights. We got one drum, one shoe. Oh. I could fall through this floor. That is a possibility. More trim. Got a little coffee can full of window cranks and other goodies. A-pillar cover, or A-pillar foam. Well, there you go. Here's the mess. Here is everything. Lots of trim. Here's what the floor looks like. It needs a whole floor, but you know, holes. It's got a dash in it. Let's get in here, see if we can fall through the floor. Oh gosh, you hear it crinkle. Okay, so it's got the old dash in it. It says 95,000. Someone's cut this, stole the radio out. I don't know what those are. This goes underneath the, right there. There's a drumstick. And some window cranks. Okay. It's crumbling under our feet. Automatic car, Firebird steering wheel or whatever. This is what it would have been like back in '68 with no seat here. You just cruising. Okay, I need to get back to work. I need to put the seat back in and take pictures of all the chrome trim. And honestly, I got all these fenders and everything in the truck here. I'm gonna go ahead and lay them up on there. And yeah, just because. Why not? All right, let me get all this stuff picked up, and I'll show you me putting the front end on it. All right, I forgot to turn the camera on, but it doesn't matter because all I did was throw these up here. They're literally, yeah, that one seems pretty tight, but they're not. I just bungee corded this one on. I put a bolt on the other side. I threw the deck lid on here. But that won't even stay on there. But this is literally just so I can not have the parts in my trunk. In my bed of my truck. Just makes it easier to just yeah, throw them on the car and then they sit with the car. Obviously, if someone comes to buy it, they'll need to strap this all down or remove it. But okay, I'm about to fling my truck around. I just pulled it in the driveway this way because it makes it easier to mess with stuff rather than in the backyard, the sunlight and all that, for pictures. Because if you're new to the channel, that's what we do here. We buy these old cars and we might fix some, but usually I just try to do fast flips. I love classics. I have since I was young, so I try to make a living out of it. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna flip my truck around, put it back in the driveway, list both of these cars. I would say this car sells first, but you never know. So then I have to unload everything to get that one off, but you never know, this one might sell too. I'm gonna list this car for probably $2,500, and a lot of you guys probably think that's crazy, but gotta have a starting point. I usually like to make more than what I'm making on this. This car was just rougher than I'll get out, and it was close, so I took a risk on it. This car, very happy with. Like I've said, this car's super solid. One of the more solid G-body cutlasses I've seen around here. So yeah, I'm gonna flip it around, get this truck ready to go out on the town. All right, so you can see I got these cars in the backyard here, and got a guy on the way. Check this one out. So we'll see if we can get it sold or not. Just posted these. What is today? Today's Monday. It is Labor Day. Posted these on Saturday evening. So a couple guys interested in this car, but nothing locked down. And actually, a lot of hits on this car. I think I put it at a reasonable price. I understand that it is rusty, but it's also a '68 Chevelle. So, yep. Okay. Well, hopefully the next thing you see is us semi-loading this thing up. All right, so I'm just going around the block here, trying to readjust my trailer. But you can see that we're loading up here. Loading up on his trailer. I'll pull over here out the way and help him get loaded up here. See, there she is. There she goes, off to her new home. That guy's been looking for he's been looking for a 68 post for a while now, so he couldn't pass it up. He said he's been looking for a couple of years, and none of them are on the market. So happy that we could get him what he's looking for. We're back in this big bad boy down the driveway now, and then off to dinner. So I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Hopefully we can sell the Cutlass. All right, guys, well, that's it for this video. We bought some cars from the auction. We sold some cars. Ended up selling the I don't know if I told you the prices on the cars, but I sold the Triumph for $500, and that was in a video a few weeks ago, and we got that for free, so that was good. And the 68 Chevelle, we ended up selling for $25.50, and all said and done, I had about $15.50 into it, so made a little over $1,000 on it. The Cutlass hasn't sold yet, but it's a really good solid car, so I'm not too worried about it. It'll sell. We've got about $630 in the Cutlass. So yeah, that's it for this video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about if you guys would have bought those cars at the auction. And yeah, get out there and find yourself a deal.